Elon Musk struck a deal on Monday to buy Twitter for generally $44 billion, in a victory by the world's richest man to take over the influential social network frequented by world leaders, celebrities, and cultural trendsetters. Twitter agreed to sell itself to Mr. Musk for $54.20 a share, a 38% premium over the organization's share price this month before he revealed he was the company's single largest shareholder. It would be the largest deal to take an organization private, something Mr. Musk has said he will do with Twitter in at least 2 decades, according to data compiled by Delogic. Welcome viewers to my channel. Please subscribe, like my video and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update. Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated, Mr. Musk said in a statement reporting the deal. He said he wanted to make Twitter better than ever. The blockbuster agreement caps what had seemed an improbable attempt by the famously mercurial Mr. Musk, 50, to buy the social media organization, and immediately raises questions about what he will do with the platform and what his actions will mean for online speech globally. The billionaire, who has more than 83 million followers on Twitter and has romped across the service throwing jibes and memes, has repeatedly said he wants to transform the platform by promoting more free speech and giving users more control over what they see on it. By taking the organization private, Mr. Musk could resolve on the service of sight of the intrusive eyes of investors, regulators, and others. Yet scrutiny will likely be intense. Twitter is not the biggest social platform. It has more than 217 million daily users, compared with billions for Facebook and Instagram, but it has had an outsized role in shaping narratives around the world. Political leaders have used it as a megaphone, while companies, celebrities, and others have employed it for image production and brand building. In recent years, Twitter has also become a lightning rod for controversy, as some users spread misinformation and other toxic content on the service. Former President Donald J. Trump frequently turned to Twitter to insult and inflame, before getting barred from the platform after the January 6 riot at the Capitol last year. The organization has repeatedly been forced to create policies on the fly to deal with unexpected situations. In a statement, Bret Taylor, Twitter's administrator, said the board had conducted a thoughtful and comprehensive process to assess Elon's proposal with a deliberate focus on value, certainty, and funding. The proposed transaction will deliver a substantial cash premium, and we believe it is the best path forward for Twitter's stockholders. Mr. Musk himself has had a rough relationship with online speech. This year, he tried to quash a Twitter account that tracked the movements of his private jet, citing personal and safety reasons. On Monday, he tweeted that he hoped his worst critics would remain on Twitter because that is what free speech means. Without any conditions for Musk to purchase Twitter, the platform's community standards, and recourse to ban users who violate those standards, Twitter could set a dangerous precedent for other social media companies to follow, said Bridget Todd, director at Ultraviolet, a women's rights organization. This is a massively slippery slope. Beyond speech issues, Twitter faces questions about its business. For a really long time, the organization has struggled to acquire new users and to keep people returning to the service. Its advertising business, which is the principal way Twitter makes revenue, has been inconsistent. Twitter has not turned a profit for 8 of the last 10 years. How hands-on Mr. Musk plans to be at Twitter is unclear. Among the unanswered issues are who he might pick to lead the organization and how involved he would be in running the service. In addition to running Tesla and SpaceX, Mr. Musk also has other companies, such as Neuralink, which aims to build a computer interface for the human brain, and the Boring Company, which makes tunnels.